Another day, another dock. Quest 2 charging dock, that is. Let's open it up. $70 for a very long, skinny box. Looks like it's trying to be like an Anker dock, but hopefully better, or at least it is quite a bit cheaper. I'll give them that. So you open up the box to see a couple yellow labels and a little box, probably of your goodies. So this is a dock that not only charges your Quest 2, but replaces your batteries and makes your controllers rechargeable. I'm a big fan of that. Some people say that's totally unnecessary, but I like to just know every time I grab my VR, I don't have to wonder if it's charged and ready to go. So we've got one USB-C to USB-C, the actual dock, very lightweight. A lot of these ones, they don't want to add weight to make it feel more premium like Anker did. Oh my gosh, it includes a power brick though. I am so surprised. You never see these anymore. Wow, weird though. It's gonna be hard to pick up on camera. It's pink inside. How cute. So this, I'm guessing this is to power the whole thing. I hope so. I feel like something's missing. Okay, it's got these yellow things that say, please confirm placing the controller correctly to make sure charging LED light turn red. Tear off before use. We will tear that off before use. All in due time. We're gonna use the power brick they actually included, and I'm just gonna plug this in to see. If this is the right cord, though, that is the shortest cord in the world to plug this thing into the wall. I don't know, am I going mad? Do I need to take these? Aha! I was like looking for how to plug this thing in, and this was hidden behind here. I was like, something's missing here. So yeah, this is just to plug your headset, but they include a little tiny extension cord. So if you are using a strap that has a battery, if you're using the Oculus Elite battery strap or something else, it gives you that little extra distance in case you want to try and charge something that's on there. The battery doors are actually some of the best looking battery doors I've seen included. They look very premium. They have the same little arrow that shows you how to remove them. And the contact dots aren't gonna feel weird in your hands, but they look really nice. Contact points inside look really nice. I'm slightly impressed with those. Oh, and this is something I have never seen yet in any of these. Almost every dock that you see that charges your controllers has a battery that looks like this. The one problem is a AA battery can be turned inside of a device when you're having it charged, but the metal doesn't wrap all the way around. So you have to make sure that it's aiming right, and occasionally after enough play, this thing might turn on its own inside to where it no longer contacts and you can't charge it anymore. You have to open the battery door and just turn this thing back to where the metal faces out. They went above and beyond and put the contact point all the way around the entire thing. I am more and more impressed as this dock goes on, I will say. So we install our batteries just like a normal set, but you don't have to worry about turning them the right way. You just install them. Put your battery door back on. Right one, left one. One factor to consider here is if you are someone like me who likes index style hand straps on your controller like this. So if you throw something in super hot, you can actually open your hand and let go. You're gonna have a hard time finding any that will work with this. It's not impossible. You could get some that attach around the ring and to the bottom, and you would just have to either move them off to the side or you have to unvelcro them each time you put it down. So at least it's possible, but it's not gonna be super easy. Plug this thing in, see how the lights respond. Because the last charging dock we did had some real light problems.
Are you serious?
Plugged in. We got 3 green lights. It falls in there pretty nice too. You don't have to really mess with it. Now the question is, did the batteries come charged? Oh, did it switch over? Okay, so it takes a little while, but then it did respond with a yellow light there. For all their brilliance in making this dock, it's missing one major feature that the Anker dock has that is really nice. The Anker dock has a magnetic adapter here, so your headset, just like your controllers, can be simply dropped in and not thought about, where with this one, you have to manually plug it in. It's not a deal breaker, it is just something to consider. But the nice thing is, let's say some kid comes over, sees your VR and gets all excited and goes, VR, VR, VR. That's a problem, especially if you have hard floors. Where with the Anker dock, it's magnetic. They could grab it and nothing would have happened, it would have come loose. So I'm not in love with the fact that you have to manually plug this one in, but maybe they did that because they wanted to add the adapter and have you be able to reach over and battery power something else. Maybe. Let me go find my controllers I just lost. Can you tell I had caffeine today?
I'm so scared right now.
The battery extension works all the way reaching back to the Bobo VR. I can't see, but is it? And it is responding with a yellow light. The batteries, it looks like came fully charged for the controllers because they're already swapped back over to green. That one shows it's charging, and I can see from back here that the Bobo is charging. So $70. An Anker charging dock is gonna cost you $90 maybe. The price varies a lot, but I think it originally launched at $90. Is $20 savings enough to justify this dock? It's a tough call. The Anker, if you've ever held one, it feels premium. They put a bunch of weight in it is how they made it feel that way, but you hold it, it feels solid. It doesn't feel like it's gonna move around. This dock, it does its intended jobs, but it's very light, which makes it not feel super premium. The rubber bits do feel kind of tacked on. This one on the bottom I thought was actually gonna peel off when I first grabbed it. The fact that it doesn't have that little magnetic adapter, I think it's justifiable that you could still buy this at $70. I do think I'd say if you want it, wait for a sale. See if this thing goes on sale, because you do get your controllers charging all the time from now on. They slip right in there nice. You do have the ability to easily charge a battery strap, which the Anker actually does not have. In fact, something like this battery strap would stop the Anker from even being able to be set in it because of where that magnet is placed. So if you have an aftermarket strap, this might actually be the better option, and you save $20. So I'll give it to Smatree. They did a pretty good job with this dock. They made it a little cheaper. They added some other features. The only thing I wish they would have just added the option of a magnetic adapter, something that plugs onto here, that has a little magnet that can go in here, because then I could snap this on with the magnet, I could snap this on with the magnet, and I wouldn't have that risk that someone's gonna grab that and rip it off there while it's still plugged in. I may be an unjustified fear of mine, but I feel like there's a pretty good chance someone's gonna do it. Even the person who bought it. You might buy this and forget one time that it's fully plugged in and just pull this thing off. So that is a fear of mine. Let me take a look at the manual real quick and see what other advertised features they say it has, because a lot of times I get questions that have overcharge protection, things like that. It'll probably claim that it does, but keep in mind, it is of course their claims. These are not certified. Ooh, 1800 milliamp hours, which is kind of small for a AA. 1.2 volts. Now, some people will tell you that absolutely doesn't matter. It is 1.5 volts are recommended, and some people have found that they swear up and down they have less tracking issues with 1.5 volt batteries. So that may be something to consider, although the fact that you have this dock that's gonna always keep them fully charged when you go to use them, that may not be a point that you have to worry about, but it is something that I do wanna call out. So, the Amazon page only says overcharge protection, overheat protection, overvoltage protection. That is their claims, and the weird thing is I don't see that anywhere on the box or anywhere else. I will give you a little disclaimer, use at your own risk here. Most of these stands, you're not really gonna have an issue with that, but it is something to think about if you're really concerned about it. But beyond that, I gotta say, I think they've pretty well justified this dock. I might wait for a sale still, but I will leave a link in the description in case it goes on sale for you and you wanna get yourself one of these, mostly because you have some sort of strap that you wanna be able to plug in and have it charge. Let me know what you think out there. Do you still think docks don't matter? Have you been thinking about it? There's a lot of options now. If you're having some trouble, you need some help, reviewed a lot of them on the channel, do a search or leave a comment. Let me know, hey, have you checked this one out yet? Maybe I'll find some new ones to check out. But I wanna say thank you so much for coming out and being here with me today, and I will see you in another reality.